Hello, I'm Nicola McGrath, a family law solicitor at Andrew Isaacs Law Limited, and I'm going to talk to you today about matrimonial and non-matrimonial assets. So when people get divorced and they resolve their finances, most people assume that all assets are considered as part of a financial settlement, and now this isn't always the case, and it very much depends on the circumstances. So I'm going to talk with you what a matrimonial asset is first of all. This is an asset that has been acquired during the marriage or cohabitation period, and it includes things like the family home, businesses during the marriage, pensions, savings, investments, cars, furniture, anything like that. And the starting point is that this is considered as a matrimonial asset and is shared between the parties. Now, a non-matrimonial asset is usually an asset that has been acquired or inherited, usually before the marriage or after separation, and it can include things like inheritance, businesses, property, savings, investments, also gifts. Now, these are less likely to be shared between the parties unless it has been matrimonialised. Again, this is very much dependent on the circumstances of the case, and there are certain situations when non-matrimonial assets can be considered as part of a financial settlement, and one of the biggest ones is needs. So if the matrimonial assets is not sufficient to meet the needs of both parties, then non-matrimonial assets can also be considered. So what do I mean when I say has a non-matrimonial asset been matrimonialised? So this is usually when the non-matrimonial asset has been blended with a marital asset or blended during the marriage. So this could be, for example, where a property that was acquired before the marriage, the rental income was then used jointly for the parties during the marriage, or where a second property became a family holiday home for the parties, or where inheritance has been used or put into a joint account and then used by both parties for things such as holidays, works done to the property, for example, or other things. Now, there are ways of protecting a non-matrimonial asset, and these are usually by a prenuptial or post-nuptial agreement. If you have any questions or want to consider your options, then please get in touch with us and we can discuss this in more detail with you, because your family matters.